I'm Matt Sloan.
And I'm Scott Eastman. And this is Comedy Studs. What we're going to do in this video is take an in-depth look at comedy.
In other words, what makes things funny? After literally hours of painstaking research, we have come up with this comprehensive video in which we pick apart the very essence, the very marrow of humor, and show it to you.
But by no means is this video all-inclusive. For your benefit, we put together some guidelines to help you recognize comedy.
So watch and enjoy. Just as the basic building block of matter is the atom, the basic building block of humor is the joke, the bit, the gag, the hokum.
Hokum?
Call it by any name you prefer, but the joke is the primary component of humor. And any joke that you hear anywhere is going to have 5 component elements, the 5 elements of the joke. Element number 1, the setup. So Scott, who was that woman I saw you with last night?
That was no woman.
As we see, the joke has been set up. A question has been asked, and the audience is waiting for a response. Suspense is being built. Suspense, necessary part of any joke. Brings us to part 2, the pause. The pause helps to build suspense. Every joke has a pause. It can be a big pause, it can be a little pause, but there is always a pause. So Scott, who was that woman I saw you with last night?
That was no woman.
Pause. It might not always be that long, but it is always there. And the pause leads to the inevitable punchline. Element number 3. So, Scott, who was that woman I saw you with last night?
That was no woman. That was my wife.
The payoff. The laugh line. The audience hears that. That is the cue to laugh. It's the punchline. But the joke is not done yet because we have part 4, the amplifier. So, Scott, who was that woman I saw you with last night?
That was no woman. That was my wife.
Oh! The amplifier is a verbal or visual response by the straight man, which is what I'm doing, to amplify the punchline, make it bigger. And it's an element that's in the joke. And the final element of the joke is the bridge. The bridge is not a part of the joke per se, but it is verbal filler that separates jokes. So Scott, who was that woman I saw you with last night?
That was no woman. That was my wife.
Oh!
Yeah, we were on our way down to the market, you know, and a funny thing happened on the way there.
Leads to a setup for another joke. So, now that you know the 5 elements of the joke, when you want to tell a joke, you just remember these 5 elements, you got a successful joke every time, and whoo boy, it'll be funny. I'm laughing just thinking about it.